Hey guys, thanks for coming to the channel. We got a Yardworks mower, 6.5 horse. Looks like a Tecumseh engine. Not 100% sure, but pretty common carb that you see on them. So running rough, the guy said if you get it going, it runs for a second and dies. Also has a bit of an issue with the pull cord. I'm gonna have to fix that as well, but let's get you in the stand and get into it. Alright guys, so hopefully that's a good angle. We've worked on a few of these anyways, but since I'm gonna have to fix the cord anyways, I think we'll just take the cover off. It gives you better access to the back of the carb. And I do think with these ones, it's actually also easier to take the muffler off. Yeah, I think that's what we did last time, so you can get in on that side. So we'll do that next. There we go. And now yeah, he said this gas was from last year. I think he filled it up with bad gas, but I find usually gas that's in the jerry can usually isn't that bad. It's more just the gas that's left in the carb. It's pretty slimy though, I'm gonna be honest. Looks pretty dirty. It's kind of hung up on it. That should be hanging here. I have to look this one up because I don't think that was hooked up correctly. Sounded like he might have been playing with it a bit too, which is always fun. Let's get on the bench, see what we got. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna let some gas out into a jar. Pop and see how it looks. It's already dirty anyways, but at least the color should give us an idea. It looks pretty clean actually. So it's probably just the float bowls full of stuff. Let's take a look. see what we got. One there quite good, quite well. Oh yeah. Holy cow. That was not factory tight, I don't think. Just want to drop or break a piece of plastic off of this as I grab it. I'm gonna get my bigger socket. One sec. See if this will work. Oh, there we go. Definitely some debris, some rust along the edges. The gasket was. Don't think you can get that jet out very easily, but definitely give it a good cleaning. And clean out this gasket too, or the O-ring, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty dirty. All right, let me just clean this up quick. You guys have all seen this stuff, but I wonder if you can kind of scrape some of those off. Yeah, the metal's getting pitted from the... Alright guys, I'm just going to clean this up. You guys have seen this, and bring you back in a couple minutes here. So guys, I did use the wrong term, which is why I'm bringing you back. This would be the jet on this one. The emulsion tube would be the part that's in there. The emulsion tube is the part that's hard to get out, but the jet can't fully see through it. So with some air and some carb cleaner, I'm sure you'll get a better view through that. And that was probably the issue, especially with those pieces that were in there. I'm sure that's all it was. All right guys, so you can see on the jet now, I think you can see a little better. You can actually see all the way through now, right through there. Inside looks a lot cleaner too, so if that wasn't the issue, I'm sure it was part of the issue. Or I could replace this bowl slash whole carb, but I find a lot of the time when I do get these in to fix, it's people that are just trying to keep them going for a bit longer. They're not expecting them to run amazing, or should they? But yeah, let's not do it up as tight as it was before. All right, let's put it back on and see if we can get it going. All right guys, we need to put it back on. I did look into this. I'm gonna save the actual linkage. I'll take a picture of it. I'll stop in a second here to show how it does set up, but it was actually on there correctly, at least somewhat correctly. This one's always tough to get on. Nope. Got it. All right, I'm going to pause it and get a good picture of that linkage setup just so that you guys can see it, and we'll go from there. Should have a better picture of the before, see if it was actually set up right or wrong. It definitely was, at the very least, kind of not sitting exactly like it should. Maybe rooted below rather than on top. I'll have to look back at the video and see if I can see it. Vacuum hose. Oh, the fuel line. Oops. Gonna be able to get it on. I think so. Find out if it leaks. All right. That's actually the right one. I guess so, that was the one that took it off. All right, now let's see if we can fix this. Well, let's put this back on. Actually, I'll clean this off, put this back on, and then let's see if we can get after this pull cord. Alright guys, so that's done. Now let's see what we can do. I'm not too familiar with these ones. I'm hoping this will help. Some of these are, almost seems like they're permanently on, but hoping that's not one of them. Really don't like taking these apart unless you absolutely have to, so I'm going to just pause for a second and see if I can somehow just wind this up without doing more. Well, without having to fully take it apart, I guess. All right guys, so what I'm going to try to do is I fully wound it back up, and I'm just trying to pull some of this rope. I think what I'm going to try to do is tie it up here and see if that'll solve the issue. Actually, if we do this, I need a bit more. I wonder if I can just tie that in there once I get enough out, and if that'll solve it for now. I think we might have a problem with the actual metal in here and the, what's the term called? The coil, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna try that. Well, let's hope that works. Take a gamble there. Should work. See if I can give it a pull. Doesn't really get much of a pull on that, do you? Let's see if we can get it going though. Alright guys, see if we can get it to go. Try to turn the idle up a bit. Torque wrench for that. This one. That's kind of it for that one, guys. Sounds a little better. I will let it run for a bit. It's got last year's gas in it still, so it's probably struggling a bit to get through that, but should be good to go for now, and good for another season for this client. Anyways, guys, have a good one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.